Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is another episode of Real Life Solutions with Uncle T. And guess what? We got a good one tonight. Happy Saturday to everybody. Shout out to Charles and Wendy Brasfield for the beautiful wedding anniversary dinner that they had today. And let's jump right into it. You can go to jail for wearing this KN95 mask. You can go to jail wearing this mask right here in North Carolina. A new law has come into effect in North Carolina under the House Bill 237, Unmasking Mobs and Criminals. Think about it. You wearing a mask in North Carolina, why would you go to jail? Well, the Republican Party has decided that they do not know what to do with the mobs in downtown Raleigh and Durham. When you got all this stuff going on in Gaza, all this stuff going on with all the Jewish people here in Raleigh and North Carolina area, and all the people all the stuff that's going on with Russia and in Gaza, they're having protests. A lot of these people wearing masks, I guess to protect themselves from, chemical agents or whatnot. Okay, that sounds like maybe it's legitimate, right? Okay, check this out. Now, the House Bill 237, I'm reading directly from it. It says it does the following. It repeals the health and safety exemptions from certain laws prohibiting the wearing of masks in public. Health and safety, okay? Enhance the criminal punishment if the defendant wears a mask to conceal the defendant's identity during the commission of another crime. Prevent the executive branch or local governments from distinguishing between religious institutions and other entities during an emergency. And the last one that this bill would do is impose criminal and civil liability on individuals who obstruct emergency vehicles during demonstrations. Okay? So basically what it comes down to, they have come up with a bill mainly because they said, and it's alleged, that all the people that are trying to cross the border who are illegal have been coming over to the United States wearing masks, committing crimes. Okay? So why wouldn't you just not go after those people who are committing the crimes? Why would you have to annotate a bill with a mask? When you arrest them, do you not take the mask off? That's what I would do as a police officer. If I arrest you, I'm taking your mask off. This bill here, under current law and bill analysis, under section 1, check this out. It says that chapter 14 under article 4A of the general statutes prohibited secret societies. Is that going to include Masons, Masonic lodges? There are secret societies, colleges with secret societies. Is it targeting college campuses? It says, and activities is generally a crime for an individual to wear a mask in public. However, under GS 1412 11A6, an individual can wear a mask in public for physical health or safety of the wearer or others. Okay, check this out. This is how it conflicts. If an individual wears a mask in public for health and safety reasons, a law enforcement officer can require the individual to remove the mask during traffic stops, criminal investigations, when the officer has reasonable suspicion, or probable cause. Probable cause for what? If you got a mask on. Probable cause for what? If you at a demonstration, or if you're out in public and you have a mask on and you are not committing a crime, fleeing a crime, or committing a crime, or in the process of committing a crime, why would you have any reason for me to remove my mask? Okay. Section 1 of this bill repeals GS 1412-11A6. An individual would no longer be able to wear a mask in public for health and safety reasons. Section 1 will become effective when it becomes law and applies to offenses committed on or after this date. And the date was May 15, 2024, prepared by Robert Ryan, Michael Johnson, staff attorneys. Right there. So basically what this is saying right now, Democratic Party is trying to appeal it to say that this should not even be an issue when it comes to people with health issues, okay? My thing is, with this whole situation, I can understand. Let me back up. Basically, this is a law. It's attacking the universities. It's attacking colleges because most of all these demonstrations have been held on college campuses. And somebody does not like the fact that they're having these demonstrations on college campus. Right now, maybe Duke University, Carolina State University, they've been having demonstrations. People have been laying in the streets, would not allow emergency vehicles to pass and things of that nature. Hey, fine. If they're doing stuff like that, scoop them up, tie them up, put them in jail. Charge them, put them in jail. They should go to jail if you're doing stuff like that. But my point is, why would anybody even put this in a bill that if you wear a mask for health reasons, that's a problem? To me, that shouldn't even been on the table at all. That should not even been placed in here whatsoever for any reason. If I got a lung disease, I need my mask because any kind of infection, pneumonia, germs, or anything can affect me. And I may have difficulty breathing. I need to wear a mask. I don't need no police coming to me talking about, I got probable cause. I need you to take your mask off. I need to see your ID. Why you need to see my ID if I've not done anything? Okay. And I could just see this is being real crazy on college campuses with people having demonstrations and things of this nature. Medical issues shouldn't even be a part of this. My thing is, if a person, it says right here, let me back up. It says right here that a law enforcement officer can require the individual to remove their mask during traffic stops, criminal investigations, when the officer has reasonable suspicion or probable cause. What instances would he have probable suspicion under any traffic stop? If he pulls me over because I'm getting a speeding ticket and I have a mask on, the only thing that he can do is say driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. I hand that to him. He looks at my license and say, can you remove your mask? I just need to verify what you look like if you match the picture. Okay, looks at your picture. Okay, you can put your mask back on. That's how it's supposed to go. But you know, like I know, there's going to be a cowboy out here who's going to be doing stupid stuff, and that's going to escalate. Now, what my problem is, if you look suspicious to a police officer or a law enforcement officer and you haven't done anything, I don't think that it's fair or right that they ask you, why are you wearing a mask? Because one, isn't there a thing called HIPAA laws? Aren't there HIPAA laws that I don't have to disclose my medical history to a complete stranger? If I can't give my records, I can't walk into a doctor's office and say I want my wife's records. They're not going to give them to me as her husband. She has to sign documents saying that I can get her medical records, or even the doctor even discussing with me about her. there's a thing called HIPAA laws. Now, they made this thing a law saying that I might have to disclose to an investigator or disclose to a law enforcement officer if I get pulled over for a busted tail light or tail light out, and I might get asked, why do you wear a mask? Well, that's none of your business. That's really none of your business. That's a medical reason. And I don't have to discuss what's going on with me physically or medically why I wear a mask. What you need to do is do your job. Whatever you pull me over for, if you're going to give me a ticket for a tail light not working, if you're going to give me a ticket for not making a turn signal, if you're going to give me a ticket for speeding, that's what you need to do. Give me my ticket, kick rocks. Okay? That's how it should be. But that right there should not even been in this bill about medical or anyone who has medical problems that they need to wear a mask, because there are plenty of people who have asthma, bronchitis, things of that nature. They have allergies, things like this. They have to wear a mask. Now, the only reason that this is targeted and this was created was because the Jewish people here in Raleigh and Durham, is my personal opinion, that they are targeting the Jewish people here in Raleigh, having protests for all the stuff that's going on in Gaza. That's the only reason, because until that happened, this did not even come about until that happened. Okay? And like I said, the Democratic Party is appealing that take this thing off of this bill, off of this law, saying that, people could possibly get in trouble for wearing a mask, even if it's a medical issue. So all I'm saying right now is that you guys need to read this. House Bill 237. Okay? I don't know if you can see it. House Bill 237. They just don't know what to do with the folks down there. These guys, every weekend there's a protest trying to get the president to do something about this stuff going on in Gaza and all this other stuff. And a lot of the Jewish communities are protesting. A lot of the people, the Polish people, are protesting who are here in the United States. They're protesting all over the place. And they just cannot identify who's who because you got on a mask. That's all it comes down to, folks. They can't identify who's who because folks are wearing a mask. That's all it comes down to. And the thing is, now we got COVID. We had COVID. There's people who still catching COVID right now who has to wear a mask. So I just wanted to give you guys some insight, because I don't think a lot of people even know this took place. I didn't even know this took place. I'm right here in North Carolina. I didn't even know this took place. This thing kind of slipped under the table and got signed off as a bill. Got signed off as a bill into law, that this thing that they don't know what to do about what's going on down here in Raleigh and in Durham, North Carolina. And here we go. Legislative department slipped this right on through. If you haven't subscribed, hey, subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. Hey, give me some comments put some comments in the section below. I'd like to see how you feel about that. If you pull up House Bill 237, Unmasking Mobs and Criminals. This was signed off on May 15, 2024. Tell me what you think. And till the next time we talk, hey, this is Uncle T. We out.